Hello, my name is Janelle, and this is my Golden Year vlog, also known as my Yappy Hour, where I just yap about things that are exciting to me, how my week has gone, and sometimes the universe responds, sometimes it doesn't. But this has been a really great week, so I would love to tell you guys about what happened. Currently, I am just experiencing a really wonderful euphoria. Today is July 1st. It is a brand new month, and I have some exciting things on the horizon with work. I know a couple of vlogs ago I was all upset, I was sad, blah, blah, blah. And now I just feel so much better because I realized like my power over the past couple of weeks. Like, I spoke up for myself at work, and people actually listened and cared about what I had to say. I was so shook that people listened to me when I was like, I'm upset, I'm experiencing these things, and this is why I do not feel like I can show up as my best self at work. So I strongly encourage everybody to advocate for themselves when you're at work. Like, I know it can go very bad. I live in Georgia, which is a right to work state. We can't even do contracts because you can sever this working relationship at any time. But sometimes I feel so much better when I just speak up for myself. Sometimes I think I'm beefing with somebody and I just check in and I say, hey, what you said, why did you say it? Did that mean what I thought it meant? And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. But like, I'm learning to just not hold so much in and just tell people like, this is how I'm feeling and this is how I'm gonna deal with it because this is how I respond to it. And it's been good. It's been a good feeling. I feel wonderful. I feel lighter. I had a eczema outbreak that was stress related, and once I got so much off my chest, it's like back. My skin is back, and I feel so much better. And that's been one of the things that's made my past week so exciting. Like, getting things together with work. We're about to start a very exciting project. I am a very project focused person. So now that I got a project, I'm like, oh, yes, let's do this. That just, it's just revitalized my love for working. So there's that on my like day job, and then I also have a night job. If you haven't laughed at any of my vlogs, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I am a stand-up comedian and I have my craft and comedy nights. And we had our fourth craft and comedy night last Thursday. Magical. Magical. Like, I was a little stressed. I didn't sell as many tickets at first, so I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. I haven't sold tickets. The day of, the tickets just boom, 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 selling. And we had such a good time. There was wonderful laughs. People enjoyed the craft. We were doing these altering playing cards, and people just cut them up. They collaged. They had Essence magazines that they were cutting with, and I loved it. This month we are doing an ice cream themed. It's almost like collage, but it's ice cream themed craft. I cannot wait to show y'all the prototype in a couple of weeks, but it's gonna be lit. Like, I love my craft and comedy nights because so many people just come together. It's almost like a family reunion, but with friends, because we're just drinking and laughing, telling jokes. Like, it is a space for joy, and that is something that I just want to keep creating. I don't know the official job title for that, but if I could just have jobs where I create vibes, can I be like the chief vibe officer of an organization? I mean, that is what I do at my job. I am the chief vibe officer. Like, I make my staff happy, and I make customers happy, and I just feed off of that. And sometimes, yeah, I do have to go within if I'm not happy myself. You know, they're always like, check on the loudest friend, because they're the ones who need it the most. So that's me sometimes, where I have to just like take a breath and come back to it. But it's been a great experience. And another thing that's happened. I went to a community fabric swap in Southwest Atlanta. well, it's okay. It was like on the west side. It wasn't south, but it was like a deer park. And I was so happy. And I waffled multiple times. I'm like, should I go? Should I go? Because the thing was, it was a Sunday afternoon, and usually I'm at work during that time, and I was like, I gotta go. But then I was like, but this is time for you to connect and create community, and also swap fabric. Like, that's something I'm telling myself. I'm like, girl, you have more than enough fabric, and it's okay for you to swap. And also, I've been going through my stash. Like, I have sewn so much, and I was like, okay, it's time to treat myself to some new fabric and swapping some things out. I will say I left with more than what I brought, both pattern and fabric wise. But I got some really good pieces, and they kept bringing patterns, and I love patterns. I love them so much because, you can do whatever you want with the fabric, but sometimes like the patterns just help you get it together. And I don't know if y'all can tell, like up there, those milk crates are my pattern crates. And so I am trying to keep my patterns like just in those crates. I have 4 total, and it's not quite working. I think I'm a little bit over like 4 1/4, and I am thinking about transitioning into binders to store my patterns, so I can just access them easier and catalog them. But I am going to show you guys what I got, because this is like exciting to me. And then I also want people to be like, Jonelle, what about that fabric? Did you do the thing? Like, hold me accountable, please. And also, I know it is July 1st. It is the beginning of Plastic Free July. And as an environmentalist, I don't really celebrate it. Like, I wouldn't say that you have to be privileged to have a plastic-free life, but there are some aspects of it that that are harder to do, and that's the point. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to not use plastic in your everyday life. And a lot of things I have are packaged in plastic, and I do my best to recycle. And I do like fast food. Like, I like Wendy's, I like Crystals, and Taco Bell, and that's wrapped in plastic, or plastic straws and things like that. And I do most times, like when I go out to eat, I don't get like soft drinks, because I'm just like, I just want the burger or the fries, or like, please just don't give me the soft drink that will burn my teeth. But I'm not too great with Plastic Free July, and I am proud of anybody who can get through it. I don't use plastic bags. Like, I cringe whenever I accidentally forget my reusable bags in my car, but I'm usually diligent about that. I have my bottle with me all the time, either my bottle or my cup. So there's that. Like, I've done like the basic like plastic swaps, but like the big swaps, I guess that's what bothers me. Sometimes I use single-use plastics, and that's why I'm like, I'm not too good at Plastic Free July, even though, for the most part, like, it's the packaging. Like, I will go to the store, and sometimes I buy packaged fruits and vegetables instead of like, bringing my own vegetable bag. So those little things, I'm like, oh man, if only I was better at Plastic Free July. Anyways, enough about yapping about Plastic Free July. And like I said, shout out to anybody who can do that. Like, I am so proud of you. I'm going to show you guys what I got at this fabric haul. And speaking of Plastic Free July and reusable bags, this is something that my mom got me. It's from Joann's, and it has like Black history, famous Black people on it, and quotes as well. And so I filled up this bag with patterns, fabric, and zippers. There's a whole grocery bag full of zippers that they were just giving out. So I felt pretty happy, and I feel like I got enough fabric for at least through September. I am trying to make a new wardrobe in general. So I feel like I need more fabric. Well, not more, but like I need a lot of fabric to build the wardrobe of my dreams. Essentially, I'm trying to make things that are more comfortable, things I can wear to work, and also like things that could easily translate into cosplay. So let's get into it. I'll go into my fabric first. And I also want to say a cool thing about this swap is that what they did was they told you to put the yardage, the fabric content, and also your Instagram. So if you make something from the swap, you can just tag somebody and say, hey, look, this is what I made with your item. So, whoops, knocked over my cup. Just a reminder to sip. I feel like that has helped me like drink more water than me just having cups downstairs. But let's go to this fabric. So this is the one fabric I thought very hard about. And they didn't put their name on it. I think I know who got this. Who donated this, but it's like a linen. It's red and it has like yellow. It's like leaves and stuff. Like it's like a yellow print on it. I really liked it. It's 1 2/3 a yard, so it can be a good little short dress or even a skirt. And like I'm trying to get into more like linens because yes, I know they wrinkle, but it is too hot on this planet to be wearing synthetic fibers. And so linen's a good middle ground when you don't quite want to wear cotton. And I know I said it's too hot to wear synthetic fibers as I make a lot of stuff with synthetic fibers, but still, we need more breathable fabrics. Like that's the only thing about thrifting older fabrics is like that polyester is so unbreathable. So here's another cotton. It is a yard, and it's a corduroy. It's a blue corduroy. I actually saw this cosplay call, I guess. Like somebody was like, hey, let's do a group cosplay, and we're like the Mario girls, but in corduroys. And I was like, ooh, this would be cute for like Rosalina. Or I'm also thinking about doing a strawberry shortcake group cosplay, and that would include like what's her girl? Ginger Snap. Yeah, my homegirl Ginger Snap. So there's potential for this, or just a comfortable pair of shorts. That could also be used for cosplay. So this is 2 yards. And look at this. It's purple. And I'm really excited about this. It's a purple suiting because I wanted to make a cape dress. I'm doing my research for cape dress patterns. That is one of those elusive patterns that I've been trying to find, because once I get me a cape dress, I'm going to be unstoppable during my board meetings, fundraising meetings, life meetings. Like, please, I'm getting me a cape dress in this next year. And this is a denim chambray. It's dark wash. It's very light. And do y'all remember that cowgirl dress that I thrifted? The pattern that I thrifted and was very excited about. Even though this is 1.5 yard, I could still probably do the skirt, or even I could finesse it with it if I didn't focus on the sleeves. But this is like perfect for that, like a Western duster. So I'm excited, and it's 100% cotton. Woo! Here's another cotton. It's a Michael Miller print, and this is 3.5 yards. Wow. So it's nice. It's my favorite color. It's green. I was thinking like either a dress or like 2-piece with like a layered skirt. Perfect for a breezy Jonelle just needs to leave the house dress. And it's cotton. So this one, yes, okay, it's synthetic. It is synthetic. But doesn't it looks like a cow. It also looks like rose art test. And it was gonna be perfect for a little slippy slip. Like, I'm thinking about it. Oh, they didn't measure it, but this is more than enough for a little slip dress. Maybe like floor length. Thanks to my last dress that I made, I am more confident with floor length dresses. And like I just want, more date night dresses. Like, I think I've said that before. Like, I want to, like, when Bae's like, let's go, I'm like, oh, let's go. This one is cotton. Yep. And it's 2.5 yards. I actually like that she put the width on here. Because I was told to put the width on it, and I did, but other people didn't, and that's fine. Like, I'm just thankful that I had this opportunity to go to this event, because everyone was so cool, and I feel like I was so aloof. I didn't mean to. I was just burning up. Like, I wore these dark wash jeans that were too tight. Oh my god, I wanted to just melt. And like, also, I started talking about Scrap Lana to everybody, and then I just feel weird. Like, I'm so awkward at like leaving group events and group conversations, because like I was in my own world looking at the patterns most of the time. And then when people would start talking, I was just sort of like not really paying attention until like the conversation was too deep, and I was like, oop, I can't contribute now because this conversation has gone on, and I'm just gonna stay and be pattern girl, because y'all lost me. I lost myself, really. The group was great. There was food. It was mostly Black people, which made me excited. Because like I love to connect with Black sewists and folks, and yeah. So this one, I want to say it's from the Joann's Black History Month collection. If you guys remember from my last fabric haul video, I got another print from that collection, and wait, let me look at the salvage before I start saying anything. Yep, design exclusive for Joann's. I was really excited about that collection, and I kept saying I would buy it, and then it sold out, and then apparently I heard Joann's online order system just was terrible. So I'm glad that I've just found this in the wild. Like, sometimes collecting fabric is just as fun as collecting patterns, but I will actually like use this. It's sort of it's not heavy, but it's not light either. Like, this is, I guess I would make pants with these, or like a button down. But it seems like it has its own like weight, so I would still use interfacing because I'm a good sewist, but it can hold its own. It's crisp. That's it. That's the drape of this. I mean, the hand of this fabric. I did take textile science, and I know how to describe fabrics, but it's like, my thing is it synthetic or natural? You wash it all in cold, unless it's some bedding or towels. I'll wash that hot, but everything else you get washed in cold. And if I'm feeling nice, I'll hang dry it. Oh, and that's the last of my fabric. So I got this two-way stretch knit. Look at it. So it's 2 yards, and it's actually from one of the people who hosted the fabric swap, Denisha from Classified Life. So when I mix them with it, I got a tiger in it. This is, oh, it's so soft. I am trying to make a couple of like activewear basics, but for me and Fred, so we can match. Even though, like, will I do it in time? Maybe I might do it for Christmas, but just something soft and breezy. Like I said, my life is all about comfort. Comfort was my word of the year last year, and I mean it. So I'm not going to go through each one of these zippers. I'm not that unhinged. But I want to shout out this zipper right here. It's broken, But okay, hear me out. What I want to do with the zipper is I actually want to make it a hem of a sleeve. Yes. But yeah, excited for more zippers. There was long ones, there were separating ones, and I didn't want to be greedy. A part of me was like, am I greedy? But I was like, it's a fabric swap. And the host were like, we don't want to take this home. We want to give us to Scrap Lena and another place. But we want to do something. We want y'all to do something with it. So I don't feel bad. And plus, you know, if they do take it to Scrap Lena, like it literally would be at work. So I can just, you know, and I'll buy it, you know, because at that point it becomes merchandise or whatever. So here are my patterns. Make an ASMR sound if y'all didn't know that. I did get a lot of patterns, and I'm not even mad because these patterns made me happy. I thought very hard about it, and also there's a place called Scrap Lena where if I don't use these patterns in the next season or two, I can donate to Scrap Lena. And also the people who are hosting the fabric swap said they're gonna do it again, so they'll just, you know, make that circular economy, honey. Here's my patterns. First one, this, I really liked this. It's a Leah. Oh, it's a bow pattern. Okay, so I like the collar neck and the back that's out and like the fit of this because I don't have really big boobs, and wearing things like collar necks hide that without making it, you know, obvious. Like it hides my boobs and takes the focus off of them. I think I have a wonderfully toned back, which I would gladly show off, and it doesn't look too hard. It looks like a couple of pieces. Like when I buy patterns, I turn that thing around. I'm really not looking at this because this can only tell you so much. This line drawing, however, when I see the pieces that are involved, I'm like, oh, okay, this is doable. This is doable. So, yeah. And that'd be cute for like a date night. Or just, you know what? I know I keep saying date nights. I also have girls' night outs. Sometimes I am the overdressed friend. I really am. And I don't mind it. They look cute. I don't really get to leave much. So, this is pajamas. It is some nice loungewear, and I just really liked it. Like the oversized hoodie, get me a cute little fleece or whatever. And it has multiple pieces. Has the hoodie, it has shorts, it even has a boot pattern. Like I'm like, this is cute. Like let me bring this close to the camera. It has a little boot pattern, so I was like, yeah. I'm in my cozy girl era when I'm not wearing cowl necks and backless dresses. So I was really excited about this next pattern because I saw it at work, but it was too big. Like it was like the large, extra large, like the next size group up. But this one stopped at a medium, and I'm like, okay, this is great because I think this is gonna fit better if I just did the medium. And I'm glad the medium is the biggest size because I don't have to like grade down the pattern. I cut through my patterns. I don't like cut down to the size that I want. I just what I've learned from my sewing teacher was you're supposed to like just cut like slits in the fabric. I mean in the pattern, and then you iron it and press it. You iron it so that it's down to the size you want. So for example, if this was like a medium, there's a large and a medium, you cut down to the medium, and then you roll the pattern pieces over, so you still could get a large if you wanted to cut the pattern again. I am learning to preserve my patterns because there are some that I have sewn up again. And another thing that I do for productivity and saving time, like I cut my patterns in advance. Like I'll have a session where I cut multiple patterns. So like maybe I'll take an hour before work if I know I can't start sewing, but I can just cut out a few patterns. So once I'm ready to start sewing, I don't have to worry about opening up all this pattern paper, cutting it out, and then putting on the fabric, like, because by then you're exhausted. And yeah, you know, when it comes to sewing, once you have the momentum, you gotta keep going. So yes. And also, another thing, this is one of those McCall's like how to learn to sew patterns. I have no shame in my game about using these patterns, even though I am, I guess, a little bit advanced in my sewing, because I'm like, how do I do this? How do I learn to sew a slit or a curved hem? And it's just so cute. I keep looking at this and I'm so happy. Another one. So I got two similar patterns. It's the paper bag pants and it's McCall's. It says a one size pattern, like maybe it's just like all the sizes, which is gonna be a beast to cut. Like look how thick this is. But I'm thinking since a lot of it's just pants, like pant legs, it shouldn't be too bad. But this is gonna be great for work and looking like a professional adult. Here's another, this is Cynthia Rowley. This is, there's a lot of Cynthia Rowley patterns, and I was back and forth about this, because if you're familiar with this era of sewing, this was a thing at one point, all these appliques. And me personally, I'm not gonna do these appliques. Like, I do like the clouds and the raindrops, but I think I would do it differently. But I just really like the shape of this dress. It's nice, and you can add a belt with it. It's good for the winter, you know, get some boots. There are some boots that I'm gonna buy later this fall that they would pair perfectly with. And I could, if this sews well, I can see myself sewing multiple. And you know, I sort of took a chance with this one. Let me see when it is. It was made in 1994. So I usually don't like the big blouses, but then I thought, I'm like, this is soft girl, this is coquette, this is cute, so I'm gonna give it a chance, especially like you know, with the paper bag pants, and just a cute little skirt too. Another wonderful McCall's Perfect Date Night. It actually has similar sleeves to the Simplicity one, but I just liked it. I was like, this is spicy. I had like a similar dress to this when I was in high school going to college, but I have since vastly outgrown it, and I would like it in better fibers. This is a newer McCall's, and something about seeing this in person made it more marketable to me than when I saw it online, because I like the elastic around the waist, and it's not necessarily a crop top, but it's not a tunic. That's the issue that I've been having, is like they want to crop everything, and like I'm not happy with how my stomach looks in certain things, especially these crop tops, because of how they're designed. But this, I believe, will give me the look of my torso that I want. And it's one of those things, like if it sews well, I will see myself making more for like a capsule wardrobe. This is a Vogue. And what makes this different from the other paper bag pants is the hem. So there's a view A and there's view B. And the hems look like so much fun. And they look like they would pair well with like sandals, and also like they could probably go into some wide enough boots. I'm a huge boot girly. Like, I love boots, and it is 96 degrees right now. I cannot fathom wearing boots in this weather, but best believe when we get back to the fall, it's gonna be on and popping. I'm gonna go back in my boot girl phase. So here's some McCall's, and I actually have a similar like Vogue pattern to this. The reason why I wanted to try out this McCall's is because I just really like the sleeves, and this dress looks shorter than the one I had for Vogue. The Vogue was more like T-length, and it's cute. It just seems very like, the Vogue one is more churchy, and this one seems more like me, like, you know, fun, girly, and young. So here's a coat pattern. It's so funny. I will tell you guys. I used to tell people I would never sew a coat. I'm not making a coat. I hate you for bringing up coats. However, I've softened up to the idea of making coats because, one, I have a lot of leather and I've been wanting to make a leather coat. And then also, like, coats can be easy to sew. Like, it's just thick. Really, it's just the material. And, like, I love linings. So now I'm like, I want to play around with more linings. And these look so, like, cozy. Like, maybe they're not coats. They might be more like jackets. These are actually all unlined. But, you know, once you learn how to, like, line stuff, you don't need, like, an official line pattern piece or official line pattern to line it. Like, you just really make the same thing over and then just flip it. But and this one has a hood option, which I really liked, because I'm like, sometimes I just need something I can throw a hood on, especially like with Atlanta weather and my hair. Like, you know, my hair will frizz up so fast. Also, surprise, more fabric. This is also from Denisha, who hosted the event. It is a 1.5 yards of faux stretch leather. And now I know what I said about the synthetic fibers. However, stick with me. This is great for some leggings. And I will see myself wearing this a very long time. So I think it's okay that I got this. And 1.5 yards, like, it's lit. So I'm down to the last few patterns as I pull out a wad of the patterns. This Admiral pirate coat. I'm a huge One Piece fan, so I see myself using this pattern for maybe Alvita in the somewhat far near future. It might be something for AWA at the end of the year, or it might be something for a KaiCon next summer. But yeah, this will be seeing me. This, because it's a men's button down, and there was like this slight variation that I really liked right here, and for the yoke, and then also like for my man, like, we need to start matching. We gotta get cute together. So I had to get this. This is like a little utility suit. I really liked it. It's comfortable. Something I can throw on and also go to work in. So I liked it. I like this like little McCall's run. Like, I wasn't always a McCall's person. I used to be more simplicity, but then it seemed like McCall's became like more into like younger, trendier fashion. So I'm looking for it because, once again, another McCall's. I want to make view A, and this actually might be the base for my cape dress. Like, I'm still gonna just try and find a cape dress pattern, but I am not opposed to me drafting my own cape. It's a little scary though, but I think you can do it. Especially like when it comes to the cape coats, what I notice is that the shoulders are like slightly angled in like a raglan, and then the cape like attaches on through like buttons or snaps or even zippers, and they just hang around. So I'm gonna also mention this McCall's. So I know last week the dress that I wore, I said that I wore it based on something that my mom had when she was my age. Well, actually, I looked at the picture again, and I realized, like, and I looked at my fabric again and realized that I had a fabric that was more similar, and that the top of this McCall's actually matches the top of the dress that my mom made. And like, I wasn't trying to just go bar for bar with my mom with this dress, but I'm like, oh, now I'm invested. Now I really got to remake her dress. Now that I have the material and the pattern. And also, like, this is just cute. Like, I can see myself wearing like both these and these for events with my family. Last but not least, I know I said all that about McCall's being trendier and stuff. And here I am with a newer Simplicity. And honestly, okay, first I want to say I hate the way Simplicity redesigned these pattern pieces. I mean, these pattern envelopes. Like, they look so utilitarian. Like, when Simplicity did this, I was like, okay, why are we doing this? Like, are we trying to look as cool as Berta? Because nobody will ever be as cool as Berta. Like, just this, I mean, I sort of got it when they had it one for like the pattern hacking line, but this one, like, you can hack it if you want to. Like, you can color block this and, you know, even like change up the pockets, but it's so utilitarian, and that's why I like it. Like, it looks like one of those, like, I take things seriously dresses, and also it has huge pockets, so that's why I really like this dress. And I got some ideas for it. This is actually in 2020, so maybe that's why they made these little utilitarian, fascist looking dresses. But that is my haul from the fabric swap. I can actually, right quick, show another haul that I did at work. I got some more patterns because, like, I've been so uninspired by my current pattern collection, and I feel like these patterns, they're gonna breathe new life into my collection, and I can get through some more of these projects. So I've been at work. Oop. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I should not have reached back and did that. Like, I just said I don't care about my back. And maybe I should do a separate scrap Lana haul video, but I'll probably do that on my TikTok, because I'm trying to make more content around scrap Lana and show people, like, I am the director. I still shop at the store. Like, I have to pay for things that we get. And there's, like, as a sewist, I don't think we talk about how beneficial scrap Lana can be. Like, it can be hit or miss with the fabric, but, like, I feel like if I didn't work there and I went to scrap Lana like every month or so, I would still be able to walk out with, like, either a pattern, a book, or a fabric, because what comes in our store is always so interesting. So I'm just going to show you the patterns, and I won't show the rest of the things that I got from my last haul. Usually I stockpile things in my little Dragon's hoard, and then before I buy it, I'll decide whether or not I actually need it. Like, I like having that time to contemplate on whether, like, on this item before I add it. So also, I feel like I'm missing a pattern, like, not in here, but anyways. So this vintage McCall's, like, look at that. Look at that. Doesn't it not scream Julia? Like, look at me. I'm a working woman, and I am integrating places and picking up what people are putting down. And then, of course, it also has those wonderful scarf and button downs. And then it's a wrap dress, it's basic, but it has a little collar, and I love dresses like this. Like, just throw it on. I was throwing on clothes so I can throw it off when I get home. Sweetheart, I'm not putting in the shoulder pads. I hate shoulder pads. I think I'm already a powerful woman without them. But, and I won't even have the sleeves, really. I just think this cut is so cute. So I'm just going to sew that. And I'm probably going to make it a little bit shorter. And then Berta, I liked the way that they had the little wrapping around the waist, to help cinch in my waist a little bit and just get this in, like, in a fun color. So that's my Scrap Lana pattern haul. I didn't like I mean, you have to dig, and the Scrap Lana patterns are older, and sometimes, what you get at different creative reuse centers and thrift stores really depend on the neighborhood. There are times where we get pattern donations and I'm so excited, and then I look at the size. There are 6s and 8s. None of I can only scale up but so much before I'm like, I just gotta draft my own pattern at this point. There's no pattern that has excited me to the point where I'm like, ooh, let me just put this up to like my size. I think I somewhat tried that with this McCall's pattern I did earlier this year, and I had to go on pattern review for help. And it was just like, at this point, I love the outfit, but it's like strapless, and the top is like a 10 and the bottom is like a 16. So that was stressful. But I'm excited to show you guys the things that I sew coming up. I guess I'm going on another fabric buying hiatus. I got some great projects coming up, so I think I can easily sew through any goal that I make. And speaking of fun projects, I am going to go see Megan Thee Stallion tomorrow, and I am going to sew my outfit. So the fabric wasn't from the fabric swap. I thought about using this faux leather, which I might if the outfit just gives me enough heck. But also, I will just give you a hint. So you saw that this fabric was black. And also, what's making this so heavy? Like, oh, I know why it's heavy. And I got a bunch of thread from Scrapland. So, like, that's thread and fabric glue. Like, where is it? I just saw it in here. I wanted to give you guys a hint about what I'm making for tomorrow's concert, which is fine. You guys will just see it next week. But I'm super excited. I know for the concert, some people are cosplaying, and some people are just dressing like cowgirl, western, and everything. I want to do something in the middle, okay? Like, there is a One Piece character that I would love to have a look for. I don't think I've unlocked their outfits yet to where I can like cosplay them effectively, where people are like, oh, okay, you're that person. It's Nico Robin. But or people can be like, oh, you're Nico Robin. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But I'm just super excited. But I'm gonna look like a hot girl. So I cannot wait to show that outfit next week and show you guys how the concert went. So now I am at my time, so can't wait to sew more, do more. You guys are gonna hear a lot more yapping from me very soon because I'm renewed. I am feeling bodacious, and I'm gonna go seize every day that I got. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful week. Bye.